This is Larry Tentarelli with BlueChipDaily.com. In today's video, we're going to take a look at our top 4 healthcare sector uptrends, and we're going to start with the healthcare sector itself, ETF XLV.
Welcome to Blue Chip Daily, one of the industry's premier sources for high-level daily technical and trend analysis. Blue Chip Daily is ideal for both investors and traders of all time frames who want to be on the right side of major market moves and trends. We focus on over 750 large cap stocks, all major stock indices, over 70 exchange-traded funds, bonds, oil, gold, and Bitcoin. Sign up now for Blue Chip Daily and you will get access to real-time portfolio alerts, premium Twitter page with intraday alerts and commentary, the chart of the day with best idea, daily video and report, and much more. Claim 30-day trial at www.bluechipdaily.com.
Daily chart is in an uptrend over 4 rising moving averages, but if we dial out to the weekly chart, we can see that on the weekly scale, it's just breaking out to new all-time highs, and it's clearing the top of a range that goes back to 2022. If we dial out to the monthly chart, we can see also the same thing, where it's breaking out of the top of a range that goes back 2 years. Very constructive chart, a lot of support here at 120 and just breaking out over the top at 140. So anytime I see a breakout of a multi-year range, that's a very bullish technical sign. So we're going to take a look at our top 4 ideas, and we're going to start number 1 with Eli Lilly. We'll take a look at some of the basics. $717 billion market cap, strong earnings growth, strong sales and revenue growth, strong margins, 82%. So the key thing that I look at is the charts. But I also do like to see some sales growth, some good sales growth, good earnings growth. So it looks like EPS this year, 98%. Next year's projected 43. 5 years is projected at 52. Sales quarter over quarter, 28%. Gross margins, 82%. So earnings growth, sales growth, gross margins, all very strong. But the key thing that I want to dial into here is the chart. So I will say we do have a position in Eli Lilly. Average cost basis is right about 607. Lilly's breaking out, closed today at 755 and change. So in the shorter term, the Lilly chart did get a little bit extended. It had a big breakout after earnings over 670 or so, and then ran up to just under 800. So in the shorter term, it could be choppy, maybe could be due for some back and fill. But from a longer term perspective, we can see the weekly chart just started to break out here over 650 right after earnings. Monthly chart is in a very strong uptrend, and to sum, the monthly chart looks extended. It's probably looked extended for a couple of years now, but the chart has really been moving in lockstep with the earnings growth, which is very strong. So as I said, in the near term, could be choppy. I do plan to add to this position if we can get some type of a pullback, ideally closer to that 20-day moving average. But this is our number 1 rated healthcare chart and uptrend overall, whether it's here or on some type of a pullback. So we'll move to idea number 2, Novo Nordisk. Novo, $410 billion market cap based out of Denmark. Now, Novo and Eli Lilly are both global leaders in GLP-1 drugs, which is glucagon-like peptides, which is used to treat obesity and diabetes. So Novo, $410 billion market cap. If we take a look at some of the basics, EPS this year, 23%, next year, 20%. 5 years only projected at 2.8, so I'm not sure if that's going to be adjusted up or not. Sales quarter over quarter, 44%, gross margins, 84%. So good earnings growth, good sales growth, good gross margins. But then if we take a look at the chart, we'll see the same thing as Lilly, uptrend into the upper right-hand corner. Also, we do have a position here Average cost is about 102. And this is another position that I do plan to add to as well. Over 4 rising moving averages, recently broke out to a new high. Similar to Lilly, had a nice post-earnings breakout. If we take a look at the weekly chart, we can see it's got a very consistent weekly uptrend. And then on the monthly, very strong monthly uptrend. And similar to Lilly, where to some, the chart might look extended here. It's probably looked extended all the way up, but the chart is really moving in lockstep with the earnings growth. So once again, maybe a little bit extended over the 20-day. We don't really focus on the the very, very short-term consolidations and things like that. So whether it's here or on some type of a pullback closer to the 20-day, the chart overall, the chart trend is very constructive. Chart number 3, we're going to take a look at Merck. Merck is a $322 billion market cap. So Merck's earnings picture is a little bit different, projected this year at 466%, but the last 5 years they were negative. So outlier here next year 12%. But here's what I found interesting: EPS next 5 years is projected at 67%. Obviously, they need to grow into that, and it's coming off of a very low hurdle to clear. Sales quarter over quarter, 17%, gross margin, 76%. So it looks like earnings after 5 years of negative, looks like earnings are going in the right direction. Sales, decent, 17%, gross margins are high. But if we take a look at the chart, we'll see the same thing, breaking out right now to new all-time highs over 4 rising moving averages. If we take a look at the weekly chart, we can see just starting to break out here, 120 is a key breakout level. So traded up to 120, looks like May 23, pulled back to the $100 level, and now just starting to break out to new all-time highs. And we can see the same thing on the monthly chart, support at 100 and breaking out over 120. So this is a very constructive longer-term chart, and we see the same thing so far with all 3 charts. Breaking out to new highs, rising moving averages, weekly uptrends, monthly uptrends. Very, very strong. And then finally, idea number 4 is McKesson Corporation, also in healthcare medical distribution. So $66 billion market cap. This is a little bit more of a lower volatility, more consistent type of growth. So EPS this year, low at 6%, next year 12, projected 5 years at 10. Sales quarter over quarter, 14%. Their margins are low due to the business that they're in, 3.8%. So very low margins. But the key thing that I want to focus in on here with really everything is the chart. And we can see, just looking on the daily chart, very consistent uptrend in the upper right-hand corner over 4 rising moving averages. Weekly chart, very, very consistent uptrend. And this has just been very, very steady. If we look at the 20-week moving average, which is the blue line, we can see that that's held for, looks like almost 10 months. Very steady, higher. And then the monthly trend, very strong, really coming off the lows in 2020. It's been a very consistent stock, a lot of growth as far as earnings over time. A little bit quieter for earnings growth right now, but the key feature, I think, of this chart is just the consistency, regardless of what time frame we look at, is the consistency of the uptrend. Now, this, due to the lower earnings growth, this hasn't been the performer that Eli Lilly has been or that Novo has been, but a very, very consistent, nice longer-term uptrend. So that's 4 of our top-ranked healthcare sector uptrends. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you on our website soon.
Subscribe to the Blue Chip Daily YouTube channel for more technical and trend analysis videos and other content.